Hello, I'm Perla,
And I'm Curly.
and this is
Another episode of the Damn Near podcast. So we're still doing our conspiracy theories for this fall season or for Halloween season. So, Perla, what's yours?
Dude. I think you should start my wasp when you guys. I think you should start.
They're gonna be like, all right, guys, that's your conspiracy theory?
Don't let this bitch talk about any more conspiracy theories.
No more ones.
No, but it was interesting. It was interesting. So, hold on. I just had it. Okay, so I was trying to look for my conspiracy theories while we were like off camera, and my phone was tripping out and was making a weird sound. Yes or no? See or no?
No.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She's crazy.
If we were back in Salem, I'd accuse you.
Dude,
To be honest.
Oh,
Okay.
those are scary.
Oh no, definitely. I want to see the what was it called? The Blair Witch Project. No, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's the movie I want to watch. Cause did you guys hear that? It was like raw footage. Like they didn't tell the actors
Wait, what's
what.
that about? Or what?
They're like stuck in a forest, but they kind of didn't tell the actors that it was gonna be, like what they were gonna do.
So why? So they could get like their.
It was like an aspect of like method acting, just to get their like raw reactions and stuff.
Yeah, like literally raw reactions. Like they didn't tell them what was gonna happen in the movie or whatnot. Like it was legit raw reactions.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's pretty cool because it obviously makes it seem more legit. But are you kidding me? You know, like living on survival mode.
Remember?
You know,
Yeah.
so that's the movie.
I just thought of a dumb plot. Because you know how they really made them, like, out there? Imagine, you know how, like, there's always plots. Why do we always end up back in porn? You know how there's always plots in porn? What if you make... What if you make...
No, you know what? Look at this bitch is probably looking for now.
Dude, she's the porn addict.
Imagine they make the pizza delivery guy actually pull a whole shift.
Ah, that's so fun. Wait, what the fuck is that gonna do with porn?
No, I'm saying the Blair one, because they always have a plot. So they make them commit. They're like, well, before you gotta do something, can the plumber actually fix the sink?
Okay, so here's mine. So I came across a video on TikTok, and they were saying that mattress firms don't just sell mattresses. Like, why is it open at like 9:15?
Oh.
So okay, call me crazy, but there's one here in town. I remember the other day we were driving in Carson. I can't remember what time it was, but they had the open sign on. I mean, maybe se les olvidó, let's turn it off, whatever. But I did hear, I think I read some of the comments, and it said that they use it for like money laundering.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I've heard about that.
Because like,
or
dude, that
drugs.
store has been open since as long as I can remember as a kid, and I never see people there.
Well, no, it's
So the
not.
fact that-
It's not just that, but when's the last time you bought a new bed?
Yeah, but that place, the one in town, it's like hot tubs. You know, people aren't buying hot tubs left and right.
I've seen that
Yeah.
other one. No, I do think that. I do think that there's certain companies for like money laundering
Isn't
and
that crazy?
shit.
I never would have thought about
I've
it.
seen that one before because I've seen an image of somebody that they took from their maps in their hometown. They like looked up a mattress. It was like a Mattress King or something like that. There was one on like there was more fucking Mattress Kings than there were Starbuckses. Like on like every fucking corner.
Or like you know that furniture place, but it was like sex trafficking for kids. What was that one called?
Where? Here in town?
No, not here in town.
Wayfair?
But like.
Oh, Wayfair.
Yeah, like that shit's crazy.
Dude, yeah, I remember seeing the pictures because it said it was like what, like a dresser and it said Maria,
Yeah, they would like. put
Yeah.
and
names
it was
on
like
shit
10
like
grand or
that.
something like that. That fucking tripped me out,
Dude,
and I didn't buy from them until like
Until
I
yesterday.
bought those dresses.
Nah.
She said, if it had a human name, I'm not buying that shit.
For
No,
But
yeah.
dude, that actually freaked me out. Cause are you kidding me? I don't know. That's sketchy. One thing I do find very interesting, and it's kind of like, I get so curious, but I will never fuck around and actually like do it, is the dark web.
That shit scares the fuck out of me.
Dude, like this, just the amount of shit, or like it's just literally like all kinds of shit, from like human organs, guns, drugs.
Dude, just thinking about it gets me like.
It's just scary. I wouldn't do it just because I feel like you do get tracked afterwards.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, like,
Like,
while you're on it and shit?
yeah.
Yeah, because, like, don't you have to have, like... Well, anybody can get on it, right?
I'm pretty
Or do you have to be accepted? Or
No,
not accepted,
you.
but-
So my brother had a friend who got on it, and it's fucking creepy. Yeah.
That's the story about that.
He had a friend who got on it. You have to have like access to multiple servers. So like I don't know how all of that works. I don't know if you can get on it through just like any laptop, but you have to go through servers and servers to like get into it. And my brother had a friend who got on it, and I guess he was just clicking around and like he was trying to like see some gory stuff. And one of the first things he'd seen, it was like they were like, I don't remember if they were boiling an infant or what they were doing to the infant. Like a baby, like a newborn. I don't know. I just remember like my brother telling the story to one of like him and his friends talking about it, and I remember I overheard, and I was like, oh my god.
Dude, how's
Dude, the PTSD from like watching what's on there.
Yeah, I want to see that new movie. I think it just came out.
with like one like the dark web one, right?
Yeah, it's called like American Sweatshop or something. I really want to watch it, but that's what it is. It's like a she works at a place that does like all of the, what is it called? It's not banning, or they basically are in charge of like filtering out like they're trying to keep social media user friendly and like the content to not be bad. So it's like, you know when like Instagram reports a video or something?
Oh yeah.
It's like it's actual people doing that. And so she goes and sees certain videos. And
I want that job. Just
I-
be on social media and get
dude,
it.
I could not
No,
with
I
all those
cannot see that
videos.
shit. Fuck no.
I don't think I could handle it. Did I tell you guys there was like a coroner position that opened up in Carson, and I really wanted to take it.
A what?
A coroner position.
What's that?
So it's like when somebody dies, you have to call like a coroner, and they're the ones that kind of handle the body and start the investigation and everything for it. I hope I'm right with that, cause
Hey, correct us if wrong.
yeah, something like that.
Comments.
But I really was interested in that, and then I like fully thought about it, and I was like, I don't think I could handle it.
I
Like,
think I could.
That's me kind of with the like 911 dispatcher. Like I would need to know the whole story. But I feel like that's more. I feel like it's more intense for like when you're in like a bigger city or something or a state.
I think in
I feel like
general,
local, I don't
'cause
think it'd
think
be
about it.
too-
I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do like a dispatcher position because, dude, what if they're calling and they're screaming?
That's what I'm saying.
Or like, yeah, I don't know. I just
like I would want to
Or-
know the full story. Like,
yeah.
oh, like did they find a kid?
you get attached.
Yeah, like yeah. Like I can't just be like, okay, they're there, the cops are there, bye.
Speaking about that, I saw on Instagram where a lady got, I think it was 3 years of jail time because she had the dispatch position and she would hang up on the calls because she didn't want to deal with it.
That's a crazy job to have if you don't have any fucking people skills.
Like she would just hang up.
Local, you said?
Not here local. I don't know where it was.
Yeah,
I
it
imagine
was
we know
just-
where. No.
Dude, I know a few bitches who would do that.
No, but yeah, like it's crazy.
No, that's
She got fired? How'd she get caught? Or
I have
how?
no idea.
they record some of them. The 911 calls. So I'm assuming something probably happened
Yeah,
and
that's
somebody
true.
was like, "Oh, I called 911 and this happened." That'd
I
be shit out of luck if I'm in the middle of nowhere. I have to call 911 and then they keep hanging up on me, and then I call. It's the same bitch over and over again.
Not that. I mean, that too, but.
In my dreams, every single time I call 911, they never show up. Never.
I
I feel like you have crazy ass dreams, Perlin.
Huh?
I feel like you have crazy
I
ass dreams.
do. They're fucking insane. But like,
Tell us some.
I have an actual 911.
Dream?
No, experience.
Dream.
An actual 911 experience.
What was it?
Yeah. So when I was 17, I went bowling with my friends. Came back around 11 o'clock. And my family was all home. Everybody was sleeping. I was in my room just chilling. It was like, I want to say it was a Friday night, so I didn't have to be up early the next day. Somebody comes and parks into our driveway, and it's a silver SUV. And my mom's husband at the time had a
report yourself.
silver SUV. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh, my mom just got here. I thought they were here the whole time. I go and I open the door. Some fucking guy is sitting in there in the SUV, and he's blasting like Nicky Jam and Enrique Iglesias. And he's like this, like dancing and calling me over to, he's like this, like trying to get me to go. And I was like, what the hell? And my mom starts yelling at me from her room. she didn't even get up. That's how tired she was. She didn't care. She's like, Estrella, close the door. Like, cierra la puerta, ¿qué estás haciendo? And I was like, Mom, alguien está aquí. Okay, ahí déjalo, cierra la puerta. I don't, like, Mom, están en el driveway. Like, no están en la calle, están en el driveway. And she's like, okay, just go to sleep, close the door. And I'm like, Mom, like, and then everybody gets up. My little brother gets up. My mom gets up. My older brother's still in the back, like, sleeping, and her husband is still in bed. And I'm getting fucking yelled at. And I'm like, Mom, they're in the driveway. Out of nowhere, you just hear, like, the banging on the door. And I, like, jump, and my mom's, like, freaking out. And our door wouldn't, like, close right at the time. Like, the knob wasn't that adjusted.
Didn't you have the door unlocked too, or no?
No. I had locked it because I was like, dude,
noticed?
he's out there. And then my mom is like, no, before the knocking on the door, my mom gets mad because she thinks it's my friends, like, fucking around. And she's already tired because she still has to work the next day. So she goes back to bed. As soon as she goes back to bed and my little brother goes back to bed, the banging on the door happens. And then so immediately I call 911. And I'm, like, telling them, I'm like, hey, like, somebody's at the door. I don't know. I think this man is drunk. He's banging on my door and he won't stop knocking. Like, I don't know what to do. Can somebody get here, please? And at the same time, I'm texting my older brother who lives in Carson. And I'm like, dude, there's a guy at the door and Mom's flipping out on me and nobody's, like, taking me serious. Yeah. And this guy starts cussing in Spanish. And he starts calling me Nayeli. He's like, Nayeli, tu pinche puta, salte, sal de ahí, ven, put, like, going crazy. And I'm like, okay, he's clearly drunk.
Yeah.
At this point, my mom gets out of the room and her husband, and they're standing by her door. And then they go and they call my brother in the back room. Yeah. And then everybody's up in the house and they're all by the kitchen. And I'm standing by the front door because I don't want the door to be open. And my mom's like, pendeja, quítate de ahí. Like, ¿qué tal si tiene una pistola? Like, she was so concerned that he had a gun or something and that I could get shot just by standing there. Yeah. I'm like, Mom, like, the door, he could bust the door open if he wanted to.
I'm picturing this, like, all right.
Yeah, because you guys have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my house is tiny. So, like, you can just see how, like, all the spaces and everything. But I was like, I'm, like, by the door, and I'm crouched down holding it, and the door isn't about to open, but it's, like, moving, and so I'm freaking out. Bro, straight up, 911, the officers she hangs up, and she's like, okay, we're gonna send somebody over. We're just gonna let you go. Like, they'll be there soon. They took 42 fucking minutes to get to my house.
What was the guy doing?
He was still banging on the door and he wouldn't.
Fucking minutes?
It took 42 fucking minutes for 911 to get to where I live.
But that whole time that they took to get there, what was he doing? Just
banging on the door. Swear, like,
saying
yeah, just calling and cursing at me and this and that. And so,
dude, for 40 minutes, that's crazy.
No, that's ever since that experience, I think that's why I have those dreams that 911 never comes. But it took that long. Damn. So by the time 911 gets there, the officers, finally I'm looking through the peephole and I see that they take him over by that fence by the tree in our house. And I finally opened the door, and then my oldest brother got there as soon as the police officers got there, and he lives, like, all the way in town, so he got there nearly at the same time that they did, even though I had already been on the phone with the operator like 15 minutes prior. And so I'm like, you guys fucking took days getting here, technically, literally. And so the guys, my oldest brother comes in the house and he's going and talking to my mom and stuff. And my mom's going off and she's like, it's because your sister's an idiot. Like, why would she be standing by the door? She's so stupid. And, like, she could have been hurt. Like, what if he had a gun? Like, that, then there she goes. And my brother's just trying to calm everybody down. And the officers are talking to me. And I step out and he's like, do you know this man? And I'm like, I don't know him. And I was like, and he was calling me Nayeli. I don't know who. I was like, clearly he's drunk. And they're like, he's very drunk. And then they were like, was he behind the wheel? I said, yeah, I have, like, a blurry video, because I did record it. I sent it to my friends where I was like, guys, there's a fucking weirdo, like, parked in my driveway. It was, like, a really quick clip, and then the fucking turn of events that it took. But I was like, yeah, he was behind the wheel. And he was like, okay. He's like, well, can you save that or send a screenshot to us, because we have to prove that he was operating the vehicle while he was drunk.
Like, trying to get him, like,
yeah, because by the time they got there, they were like, he's out of the car. We can't do anything. And so, so they're all talking to him. And then my mom comes finally because she wants to know what the officer is saying to me. And the officer asks me, Okay, well, this man is saying that he's dating somebody in this house. And, dude, the fucking look I got from everybody in my house. And everybody goes like this. And this man is like, I want to say like reaching 40, like late 30s, reaching 40.
The audacity that they're like questioning.
Everybody in my house, everybody that's standing there, they're like, and I'm like, officer, I'm 17. My mom is like 56. Who's he having a relationship with? And I was like, there's a girl that lives next door. Is it her maybe? And then he's like, do you know what her name is? I was like, no, I don't. He was calling me Nayeli. And so they're talking to him for a few more minutes. And then my older brother goes out and talks to him. And I'm standing there, and my mom is like, why is he saying he has a relationship with somebody here? I was like, I don't fuck, your guess is as good as mine.
My mom was like,
for real. I'm like, y'all think I'm the fucking Sancha? What the hell? For real. And then I think the guy starts to, like, slowly sober up. And he's, like, handcuffed, like, up against the fence with his hands behind his back. And he looks over, and the officer I can hear the officer being like, she's saying she doesn't know you. So whose house are you trying to go to? Because you're at the wrong address. And he looks over, and he goes, oh, yeah, and I just see him shake his head, and I'm like, finally, thank God.
no way.
Dude, no way they had to ask him to confirm that
I
had nothing to do with you.
They didn't believe me, what the hell? And so yeah, they ended up arresting him, and then they were like, do you want to sign a restraining order or anything? And I said, yeah, can I? And they were like, yeah. And it turns out he actually lived in the neighborhood, and he was there because his ex-girlfriend had just broken up with him. And she lived right next door to us.
How did she not hear anything? Or you think she did hear something?
I don't
just didn't want to
fucking
come
know.
out?
Yeah, minded her own. But clearly, if that's how fucking crazy he was being, I would have stayed indoors too.
That's true.
But we found out he lives in the neighborhood because they ended up calling his parents. Fucking 40-year-old men. They gotta call your mommy and daddy to come pick up your car. They call his dad. His dad was so sweet. He was this short little Mexican man, and he comes up and he tells my mom, he's like, lo siento, like, no sé qué tiene, es que terminó con la muchacha y está bien enojado. And my mom is like, ¿es su hijo? And the guy trying to, like, my mom was just being nice. She's like, ¿es su hijo? And the guy trying to be all, like, funny. He's like, es lo que me dicen.
He's like, I'm stuck with this.
Yeah. But no, that was, like, the 911 experience that I had where I think that caused me.
That is creepy because
42 minutes, bro. Imagine if, like, just a whole slaughter can fucking happen.
Because same. I mean, true. I mean, your mom was scared because what if he had a gun or whatever, right? And you were right there at the door. And for him to be pounding for 40 fucking minutes,
yeah,
is terrifying.
Yeah, and then after they left and everybody was gone, and my mom was finally like, okay, yeah, a dormir todos. My brother texted me, my oldest brother, and he's like, you did good, sis. Like, you were brave and you did good. And he's like, I'm sorry mom was giving you so much shit. And I was like, she wanted me to go back to bed, and he was in the driveway.
No one believed me.
And then I was accused of fucking sleeping with the fucker. Dude, what, the look that they all gave me.
Wrong for you.
No, dead ass. I was bowling, bro. That was the most innocent shit ever.
You're trying to protect your family, but
your
family turned you over.
Ever since then, I looked at that neighbor girl differently. I don't know what you did to that man, but he got me fucked up.
It was gonna be a problem. To me, you know what's weird and something that I can't understand is when where I used to live, right, at the trailer. Tell me why. For years, obviously, I've lived now here in Dayton for 10 years. And dude, tell me why I'll constantly have nightmares of where we used to live. It'll be different scenarios, but always the same location, and it's always there.
In that neighborhood that we all lived in?
Either in that neighborhood or at that house.
Damn. Was it a creepy house, or did you have something, like, traumatizing happen there?
There was rumors that a guy committed suicide. Either it was in our house or the house next over. But there was always rumors about, oh, no, it was that house. No, it was your guys' house. I don't know. But I low-key am starting to think that it was our house because there was always creepy-ass shit happening.
Like what?
Dude. I mean, you just, like, okay, so for example, my parents' room, you just always got an eerie feeling there. It just always felt very dark, no matter, like, what color. You know, obviously, depending the color you paint your room, depending how dark or how bright it is, it didn't matter what color they painted it, and it was just always dark, and it felt eerie. Like the bathroom, their room had a bathroom in it, and it was just creepy. Like you didn't want to be in that bathroom anyways. So that, and then keep in mind, and I don't know if it was a red flag for my parents or not, or if it was too late, but I remember when we went to go look, to see if my parents wanted to buy it, dude, there was like holes in the wall, certain walls, and in the doors. I do remember that, and we moved in when I was 6.
Did you guys buy it off of a family or like?
I don't remember.
Oh no, because those houses were owned by like a landlord, no? Or
I don't know.
I forget.
Honestly, I don't remember. But there were holes in some walls, on some doors, and to me, I was 6 at the time, but I was kind of like, like that's weird. Like why is there a
Brian, are we trash?
But low key, like to me as a kid, I didn't understand that, right? But slowly, obviously, as I was growing up, to me, I was kind of like, okay, like putting the pieces together, like, you know what, maybe someone did pass away here. It was just really eerie, really creepy, and what really fucked it up, you guys are gonna call me stupid, but me and my cousin, we were really close at the time, and one time she slept over, and we buried, it was a little box, but it was something like I loved, or something favorite of mine, and I put in that box, and she did the same thing when we buried it.
Why?
There. I don't know.
You bitches were doing rituals.
Oh,
It wasn't creepy. You made it creepy. She said, I buried something I love, my first tooth.
But I don't, like, just kind of like, because we were really close, like, we were super best friends, like, we're like, oh, like, as a memory of our friendship.
Do you think it's still there?
Dude, okay, here's the creepy part.
I'm trying to look for it.
Y'all want to go trespassing real quick?
Let's go over there. Dude, before we were moving out, I remembered about that box. So, and I remembered, I'm like, oh, we kind of buried it next to one tree. And when I tried, like, digging it up, I was never able to find it.
Oh, damn.
So, maybe I fucked up, man.
What if your cousin was like, I really want the necklace that she has. I'm going to get her to bury it, and I'm going to come back and get it.
But, yeah, like, I don't know. It's still to this day. I mean, now it's not so often, but when I still lived with my parents, I constantly had nightmares there. But it always had to be in that location. But it was, like, really random, creepy shit in the nightmares. I can't remember off the top of my head, like, one nightmare, but it's creepy. And I was curious, and I looked it up, and I guess it's because you have, like, unfinished business there, or, like, I can't remember.
No.
Yeah.
What you got going on in that neighborhood?
No, dude, I think one of mine was at my cousin's house, dude. I swear, like, you would just feel like someone was always watching you, like, all the time. I don't know why. Like, you would always just have that feeling.
I don't think I've had the feeling of when you walk into a room and you feel that something is wrong.
Yeah.
I've had that experience really bad one time, but the feeling of somebody watching you, I've never had that.
Oh,
Like,
kind of like
you're, like, walking and you just, like,
you feel the
you
sensation
feel
of
like
watch.
something's there.
No,
Yeah,
I've never
You've
had
never
it.
had that?
If I've
Turn
been
that
out
way.
if I've been out
that
at
way.
night,
Do you feel me watching you?
I feel you biting your lip. No, I like
That can't this.
I've had if I'm out at night and stuff, obviously I'm looking around because I don't want somebody to be actually sneaking up on me. But to actually like be sitting there doing something and being like something's watching me, I've never had that feeling.
Dude, I would get that all the time. And then one time, me and my cousin, we were watching a scary movie. I think we were watching the Conjuring.
Conjuring?
And we were in her bed, and we just hear like a thump under the bed, like a thump.
No.
And we were kind of like looked at each other, and we're like, nah, no fucking way. And she had a dog at the time, and we're like, oh, it's Cookie. We look under bed, there's nothing, and we were both like, dude, be so dead ass, like, did you hit your foot somewhere? And nothing. She's like, dude, I swear. Literally, like 10 minutes later, her little sister is like in the sala playing. Like, just playing around. Her little sister playing around.
What time? Or
Dude, it was like 1. It was like 1.
what was she playing or what was she doing?
She said she was playing with a friend.
Wait.
And we thought, like, no, like, you're fucking around. Like, there's no way. And she would be like, no, yeah, I'm just playing. And it's like 1 a.m. And we were, like, in middle school. So she was, like, elementary. And the next morning we told her, and she doesn't even remember. She does not remember, like, getting up
So she
or
doesn't.
playing.
She did like from.
Oh.
Was like her imaginary friend wasn't always a thing, or was it just that night?
No, it was just that one fucking night, and we flipped out, dude. Me and her was up with the fucking lights on the whole way, even the kitchen and living room. And then my aunt came out, and like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And we're like, dude, we tell her everything. The fuck? We literally tell her everything, and she just kind of looked at us like, it was fucking crazy, right? So then she moved out of that house. And my other cousin moved in. They started renting that house, and they would say they would always like she would be walking in the living room, like turning off the lights, and she would hear like footsteps behind her, but there was never.
Dude,
like,
I know
anything.
that sensation. You know, as a kid, when you would turn off the light, but you had to like run back. Literally
The
that.
spirits casi te alcanzan.
Yeah, that was her. She would. It's because like when you enter the house, it's like a hallway, and that hallway they had their laundry, and then you walk a little bit more, and then it's the living room. It's like 2 living rooms. So she said when she would be in the laundry room, and she would turn off the light and walk that hallway, she would feel someone like she could like hear the footsteps, and she
Or
would
you
like
could
kind
feel the
of
presence
turn
behind
around.
her?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Same thing where she'd be in her room, and she would just hear people like she would just hear stuff in the living room, just like walking. And she would like get up and like check, and they didn't have dogs or anything. So
That,
she's
dude.
like,
I thought about that right now. Like, low-key, like, what would I do if like we were in the room and we hear the footsteps out here?
yeah, see, and that was like
That's
so common
terrifying.
at that house. Like we would, dude, everybody would have something there. Like I kid you not, that house has to have something. And my aunt still lives in it, and we always say like we're so scared to like sleep there.
I'd be dabbing up the air as soon as I walk into the house every day. We cool, bro. Don't need to be stomping around me.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, no. If oh my god, I hope my kids never have imaginary friends. If a little kid my own child said, my friend said this about, I'd sock that kid.
You suck your own kid.
Dude, for an imaginary friend? No, we are not allowed to do that here.
I feel like Lila would have one. You know,
You think so?
That's
Did she
such
ever
a
have one?
only child thing.
But dude, that's just scary.
She does that with her
I've
doll.
never.
She makes us sing happy birthday to them. That creepy ass fucking doll. That's all I can hear is about.
Oh.
She'll be like, Mama, you have to sing happy birthday to it.
I don't know. No, but I've never had a little kid be like.
Did you guys ever have a friend that they had an imaginary friend?
No.
No.
I
think
didn't.
they're crazy.
No.
You had an imaginary
No.
friend? Oh, I thought you said you did.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to me.
Or have you seen that TikTok of the guy that hired a clown?
Oh my gosh, I
And
was
he's
that.
Wait,
I bet you the clip. Here, watch this one.
which one?
It's like this guy hired a clown, and he's in his backyard, and it's like empty chairs, and it's like his imaginary
And the
friends.
clown was kind of like shocked till he was.
Yeah, and the clown's kinda like,
Oh,
what
okay,
the
yeah, I've seen it, and he's making him like make balloons and everything. Like,
He's like trying to make
Dude,
them
that
talk
made
to
me
him.
freaked as fuck.
Did clowns scare you guys or not?
yeah, I'm still scared of him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm
Why are you
not
scared
scared
of
of a clown.
I
neither.
didn't like clowns when I was little. I just thought they were creepy. I never liked the smell of the balloons and stuff. Clowns always just bothered me.
I'm allergic to latex, so can't touch that.
You sound like you should be scared of clowns. No, I've always been terrified. Clowns, puppets. Clowns and puppets, I think that's it.
You know who hella scared me? Chucky.
Chucky?
Dude, as a kid, low key.
No, to this day, that shit's scary.
Still?
Yes, bro. Like the way he would crawl and shit.
No, now that I've seen it, I didn't watch it when I was little. The morbid curiosity would always get me when my cousins would put it on. And I'd be like this, like watching from the kitchen. And then when it'd get too scary,
I would do that
But
too.
I've never like fully seen it until I want to say like 2 years ago. And I was like, yo, Chucky kind of chill. He's funny, bro.
No,
I
I
haven't
haven't
seen.
scary.
Maybe parts of it, but I haven't seen like the.
He's hella dirty. It's a dirty.
it
For
is.
the time
It
that
is.
it came out, it's a dirty ass movie.
But as an adult, like I've only seen parts of it. But as a kid, I was terrified of it because my cousins would all watch it at my grandma's house, and same thing. I would get curious to see it, and then the scary part came up, and then like I'd cover my eyes.
Have you seen the video of the guy watching a scary movie and he jumps and he starts playing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse?
Oh, yes.
And he's like humming and singing.
Look, that's what I do. Okay, so whenever I'm like in a scary situation, like for example, back then when I lived with my parents and I would have to go take out the
Vente, güey.
trash.
Come on.
No cabe.
Why is he crying? Come on.
Because you want to hop on.
Come on, Draco. He's telling me to move, bro.
Yeah, you may hop in here.
All right, what were you saying? Sorry.
So whenever we're being like in a scary situation, like for example when I live with my parents, when I would have to go take out the trash or anything, or back then when I had my horse and I would have to go feed it or find him to go put him in his corral or whatever, I would always like think of like I would hum or sing like a happy song.
I remember you told me that.
Music and like jam out to that, and it actually distracted me from it. Cause think about it, I would have to go like late at night to go get him, like, cause my parents have a lot of land, so I would have to go find them sometimes to go get him. So no. And there was a lot of coyotes and whatnot. So, and there's always like homeless people walking by my parents' like street. So
you weren't scared of skinwalkers or anything?
Low key, I don't know.
I'd be terrified having that.
I mean,
that's my fear for like having a ton of property. Is I'm always like, oh, I would love to live like somewhat off the grid, not fully, but like, you know, like kind of like the houses in the mountains.
Yeah.
On like the back roads when you're going to the stores and stuff. I would like to live out there, but I'm also like, I would never look out my window. Dude, as soon as the sun is going down, you're not catching my windows open or anything.
Or like, you know what people say that if you watch like scary movies, it's like inviting.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually believe that though.
Dude, fucking believe that. I can't watch no scary movies on TV.
We watched one scary movie at your house though.
Huh?
We watched a scary movie.
Yeah, one. But remember when I was trying to do that whole like scary
movie marathon?
He took that shit off. He's like, no. He's like, you have to watch it on the phone. He actually believes it. I'm like,
no. You're still watching it in your house.
There's
Yeah, but he's like, let it be to you, like not the whole house.
He said, you ain't cursing my place.
Yeah.
I'm paying too.
No, but he like
every man for himself.
And my mom would also say that too. Like if you're watching scary movies and stuff like that,
dude,
it's inviting.
No, my God, and it's true. You know why? Because not the whole like you're inviting him in, but my godparents from my bautizo, they're like that. That they won't allow. I don't know. At the time when we were kids, they wouldn't let their kids watch scary movies, but one time they came over to our house. I think when we still lived in Carson. And we tried watching like, oh, what does everybody want to watch? And you know how sometimes everybody's like, oh, let's watch a scary movie. And they're like, no, like that's not good because you're inviting that into your house and scary shit will happen and blah, blah, blah.
Well, because
that shit got into my head.
Like, because of certain things that are said. Like
what? Like why would it? I don't believe in
There's a clip of somebody. So have you guys seen the Vampire Diaries?
Yes.
No.
You know what it is though, right?
Yeah.
So there's a spin-off show off of that called The Originals, which is about other vampires. And that one, they're like in New Orleans and everything. And the writers for the show, I guess, use some like old like witchy language and like when they would say certain things. And one of the, I guess like, I don't know if it was a witch or like somebody from New Orleans said, you need to write your script and change it and watch what you're saying because you're casting spells in people's living rooms. Because when people are watching the show, they were using like real words and like certain verbiage and stuff. And the witch was like, you're actually casting spells in people's living rooms by not watching what you're putting on here. You can't just like pick certain words out of certain things and think that it like sounds okay. You need to come up with something else.
So you believe in witches?
Yeah. Yes. I don't think they're like this stereotypical like pointy hat, fucking cauldron and shit, but yeah.
Like witches like that know spells and shit like that?
Yeah.
I don't either. My mom swears she knows a friend that's a witch.
My family.
She sells tacos.
Hey, that's a bomb recipe right there. Imagine your tacos are so good. I mean, this bitch gotta have some.
Yeah, no, my mom swears like, oh yeah, like she's a witch. Bitch.
But
do you believe in them?
I do.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I always heard stories.
There's something wrong with
I always heard stories.
There's something wrong with me.
And guys, keep in mind I have a shit ton of cousins, but I used to always hear, I don't know who his name was, but they used to have a friend down in Mexico that apparently like the dude was really sus and you could not see his reflection in a mirror. Swear, like I've heard that story countless times growing up. That apparently like
Edwin.
That
Twilight.
Edwin.
It's Edward, bitch, not Edwin.
This bitch down there said Edgar. That's a bite-sized fucking Twilight.
Dude, I saw the knockoff version, bro.
Edwin Yason. Dude, I love that
Oh my god.
Fucking Edwin. No. I don't even know where we were.
Me neither.
Oh shit. Oh my god, that's funny.
Fucking Edwin.
Oh, that you couldn't see his reflection.
Oh yeah,
Trying to move past it.
Me her. Oh,
Forget about it.
I swear I'm a Twilight fan. I swear.
Yeah, no, they would say that they had this friend that you just couldn't see his reflection. And then one time my mom told me this story. I don't know how true it is, but that one of my cousins was straight up like really sick out of nowhere, and they like had to do like, I guess like an exorcism. They were trying to do like an exorcism or something on him, but they were holding him down.
An exorcism, or you know how some people for the Hispanic community they do a whole limpieza thing.
Actually, my family has never done that, like the huevo and everything. The
Not
egg.
the huevo. Some people do it with like this bitch is still Edwin.
You still stuck on the Edwin scene.
And she was trying to move past it.
Okay, sorry.
No, so there's some that do like the whole hierbas and eggs, and they do more.
Oh,
into
okay.
it, like more stuff than just.
Yeah, I don't know what they were trying to do with him, but apparently he was laying in like bed, and he's like one of my bigger cousins, is the story that I've heard. And he was laying in bed, and he was straight up like his body was just like jumping up really bad, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. And something happened where like they were holding him down, and somebody felt something on his shirt. And they ended up ripping the seam open on his shirt, and there was a bunch of herbs and stuff in there. Like in you know, like this lining right here?
Yeah.
How it folds over and then they sew it? Yeah, apparently like they ended up like ripping it open, and there was a bunch of like herbs and like stuff
On
coming
your cousins,
on my cousin's shirt.
the one that was having the exorcism.
I don't know if it was an exorcism, but homie was bouncing on the bed. But yeah, like I remember my mom telling me that, and I was like, oh my god.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like someone like did that to him.
Yeah, and the from how my mom told me, they had said that it was that friend that everybody that they had that was weird. And I was like, why are y'all keeping him around? But yeah, there's
Loki, what would you guys do if you guys saw someone or a friend of yours, a relative or whoever, and you couldn't see the reflection on anything? What would you guys do?
hey, I forgot something in the car. Let me go get it real quick.
Where you going? I'll go with you.
I would fucking leave, bro. Oh, you know what? Let me go get something out of my car. Guess who's fucking zooming out of there?
You just hear the gas pedal.
I feel like I would tell him.
Hey,
Dude, like,
hey, bro.
I can't see you. Like,
I feel like I've tried to
Nani
record it.
was
like,
like,
hello?
Nani was like, damn, bitch, you skinny.
I don't know. Low-key, for me, to think that I'm not going crazy, I would want to record it. Like, obviously see it, like, the person, and then, like, go back and forth.
yeah.
That'd be, I don't know,
You
dude.
get me?
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if somebody was. I'm gonna start walking around with a mirror, fucking.
All the time.
Wait, was it? I feel like there's like another like that. Oh, I'm thinking of your fucking shirt.
What is your? Oh, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice with the
Edwin.
when they died, the couple, and they couldn't see themselves.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking that. Bruh. That might Edwin be,
She's
bruh.
never gonna live that.
Like, why was I thinking about Edwin, huh?
Who's Edwin, Danny?
Edwin.
What other ones? I can't think of anything else. I don't know. I've never had a witchy experience, but my family swears that they've had certain things.
Dude,
Which I'm also like, bro, somebody write a fucking book. You guys got loads of stories. I feel like shit's a lot just crazier in Mexico. Have you seen? I've seen a video too of somebody. They're burying somebody, but you know in Mexico how they actually put them in? It's like above ground.
Oh, yeah.
Where somebody goes and drops off a little bag in there.
Oh, are you talking about the one where that's, like, knocking on the, like, they're inside whatever you're talking about.
The knocking on the tomb.
Yeah, but they're inside. Like the knocking noise is coming from the inside.
No, I have not seen that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, I've seen one where there's a whole family, they're crying, and somebody's literally, they're putting somebody, like, the casket in there, and somebody goes and, like, you know how people, like, will touch the casket and, like, pray or something? Somebody goes and, like, leaves a little bag. And I don't remember in the clip or not, or if I'm making it up, if somebody else goes and grabs the bag. But I read the comments, and everybody was like, that's a big, like, witch thing, actually, is to, like, go and, like, leave something because you're, yeah.
Why? Or what does that mean?
I didn't look too far into it, but everybody in the comments was like, "Oh, that's like some witch shit." Is that they're leaving something there? I don't know if it's like to claim their spirit or to like if they did something to that person.
That's crazy. Even in the afterlife, we're not safe.
For real, bro.
You down?
Yeah, I don't know. All that witchy stuff scares me.
Okay, when you put it that way, that's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe I do believe.
There's this podcast, Mexican podcast that I listened to, and the guy was saying that he had, one time they did brujeria on him, right?
Is it the Mano Peluda podcast?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's not everyone talks about.
We're gonna get to that segment, or we're gonna talk about that in an episode. But he was saying that they did brujeria on him. I can't remember exactly what was it that they did, but it was to the point where, like, for example, his throat, dude, he felt like if it was like every time he swallowed, it hurt so bad. Like, he couldn't pass saliva, he couldn't drink anything because it was too, like, an extreme pain. So then he went to, like, the good witches, so which is, like, a curandera.
Hey, Draco, now's not the time, bro. Not what we're talking about. Stop fucking around.
Draco.
Not what we're talking about this, bro. You're not funny, bro.
She's already tripping out.
Who's he growling at?
Dude, growling at me.
No mama's way.
It's because he doesn't like the name Edwin. But anyways, yeah, like, he was, I don't know, he just couldn't, like, anything. Like, he couldn't pass down, like, saliva, water, anything. Much less food, right? And it was to the point where he was, like, losing a lot of weight, so he went to, like, a curandera. And they told him, like, oh, it's because they hicieron brujeria. Like, you need to get this, and that, like, to cure yourself. And they're like, it has to be several, not an exorcism, but, like, kind of like, pa curarte.
Like a cleanse.
Yeah, like a cleanse. And then, I can't remember what they did, but then eventually he got better. But that's terrifying, because I can't remember if he said the reason why they did it to him, or he didn't even know why. Like, they did brujeria on him.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't people do that, like, when they, like, if they hate
I
you
feel
or
like people,
something?
Or that how you can pay somebody. The comments that I always think are funny, but I would never fuck around with, when they're like, I paid the Etsy witch to do this.
oh my gosh, I've seen those.
They're like, it's raining on my wedding. I just paid 3 different Etsy witches.
No, yeah, I've seen those posts. That's crazy.
Yeah, I would never mess around with
I saw that I read the comments and they were saying, like, it's $3 to $5.
Yeah, so that's a cheap ass witch.
Hey.
I don't know. I don't think I could ever actually mess with that stuff. It does scare me. Your hands red?
Yeah.
We talked about that one episode.
Really?
I wouldn't. I'm just scared.
No.
Either.
I don't think I would. No.
They say it's like what, bad luck or whatever.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like a sin to do that.
It's supposed to be.
sin?
It's supposed to be a sin because it's otherworldly to like be seeking that stuff out. Same thing with like horoscopes, all of that stuff. It's technically like a sin.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't think I'd do it.
What to?
Any of that, to be honest.
No, even like obviously like like in touristy places where like they do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could. I'd just be scared.
Yeah.
Or even if it's somebody that's like a phony. What if them just simply touching you and telling you something?
I feel like that's
It's like it's enough to put it out into the universe for something to happen to you.
It's like back to the point what we were talking about earlier. Like, you're just gonna be very paranoid.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it just opens doors and like possibilities that you hadn't really considered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't
Or
know.
like, don't some of them like say like, oh, this someone very close to you is gonna die or this and that.
Yeah, and
Some
then
of
you
them
get
say
fucking
that.
terrified of like, oh my god, who's it gonna be?
Yeah, that's true.
Or you start correlating certain things. I don't know. All that stuff is spooky. Mi mami me dijo que no.
Yeah, I mean, we can know. And then it's gonna get more spookier the more that we talk about this stuff for the next couple episodes.
I know. I haven't had that many scary experiences happen.
I don't, but I've had like I've remembered like other people's experiences.
Yeah, my brother has some crazy ones from Mexico.
Well,
He's
we're gonna tell that in
yeah.
the upcoming episodes because I have a couple for my dad that are.
El Gul. I remember.
How do you remember my?
I
dad's
remember you
nickname?
told me that name. I said that name sounds scary, bro. Have you seen Monster High, Danny?
No.
Monster High. You know how they're all like ghosts and stuff. They're not the
Yeah.
girls. They're the ghouls.
No.
So that's why I was like, damn, bro. Yeah.
All right, guys, this is another episode of the Damn Near Podcast.
Thank you for watching.
Stay tuned for more. do the stretch.